right, Kassadin. No Karma, no Lulu. We're just going straight over to damage. Kassadin locked in for Faker.
The meta changes, and so we get a carry matchup.
See how far behind Bang is at the moment. Looking for a little bit of a trade. Big shot getting ready to come through. Score will be jumping in.
Interrupts!
Bang interrupted. Pops the shield, but it's not going to be enough. First blood does come through as it's handed over to Def. Now they're looking for Wolf. Has the ultimate still available, as well as his flash cut off. He's going to go ahead and jump in onto Peanut. Has the ultimate, pulls him back. For a little bit more, Hook connects in onto Wolf, not onto the Maokai. It looks like Peanut will be going down. Couple more hits, gets the Sap Magic passive, and the Smite to try to keep him alive, but he'll go down in the end as Pawn finds the second kill of the game. Still 1,500.
They have their own Sheen auto attacker with Mountain Drake, Shen with Titanic Hydra push. That could be big. As finally we see Faker and Pawn in that mid to late game.
He's looking for the play, but the Stand United is there, as you're just talking about. The Shen Faker tries to make it over to that Honey Fruit, instead jumps into the pit. Might have to use the flash, does so to get himself out safely. In the meantime, Peanut throwing down that Nature's Grasp will get jumped on. The Ren comes through, and Deft finds
teleports from Kassadins and Nars can still turn fights. It's only in neutral areas like this where they can see this. Okay.
Oh, the Hook is just going to go ahead, land in onto Bang, regardless, and now the Ren comes down. Deft will keep himself alive. The explosive charge not enough to find him, but they will find Faker. Another Hook coming through. Ripwalk will not save you. It's a double kill to Deft. 4 on the board for him, and KT might just
Baron of the game. Peanut has gotten a lot of steals, but he smited down a Raptor. He's given up on this one.
And it's also Mata just waiting in the wings. You know that the death sentence is going to connect yet again. We'll just take a ride into the pit. The Ren war in that instance. Do you hate Score or do you hate Mata? The deliverer or the catcher? In the meantime, Faker getting jumped on. Shadow Dash comes through, and he is just going to mount Smeb. Will take that kill for himself. And
so
Faker,
important there to give them exact timing on where to go so Mata didn't just run into Faker.
Faker, maybe in a bad spot, has to use the flash. Will be jumping away.
Meanwhile,
leaping back into the mid lane as they look for Antara, snatches him up, kidnaps him yet again, and delivers another kill onto Deft. 5th for him, 5-0 on this Kalista, and another Hook coming through, looking for Faker, flays him back, but he jumps over the wrist walk. In the meantime, Wolf going low, Chains coming through, not gonna have the lockup, and
Three-man
finds a massive Shadow Dash. Nature's Grasp thrown down by Peanut, but he is just likely to die yet again. Flashes away, gets locked down, another Ren over from Depth, puts another kill on the board. A second is still threatening. Score's gonna go in deep, however, looks for the kidnap, does find one. In onto Wolf, drags him away as he goes low. Shadow Dash comes through, and he is going to get taken down. Did not have the Unbreakable Will, and now Peanut will be suffering a similar fate. Another Ren might just do it. No, one more auto attack will take him down. Another double kill over to Deft, who seems like he is just having the perfect game, but it's the supporting cast around him that is really enabling it. Mata has been an absolute monster on this Thresh so far. Looking for the killing blow here. Pawn going low, takes quite a bit of damage, but Stand United will keep him healthy. And in the fight, dashes to the side for the pick in onto Antara. Comes up with a knockback. They'll get the pop onto the Zac, but he hasn't gone down yet. Neither has Deft, but Faker finally comes up with the kill. The massive shutdown, but he just delivers himself to death as well. Finally a kill on the board for SK Telecom, but it might be the only one that they see.
Might extend the game though, Achilles. Pawn has to teleport back in if they want to try to finish now. They don't have to be greedy. They're going to go for it anyway. This is definitely the KT way.
Looking for the turnaround. Hook going to go wide for once as Pawn comes in, gets popped up immediately, and Bang has quite a lot of damage to offer up onto that LeBlanc. He has to dash back, keep himself alive, but in the meantime, Lintara has fallen. Amount of Ren stacks into that one as Pawn finds Bang, takes him low, dashes in. One final chain will take him down, but can he get out alive? Headbutt Pulverize coming through, dashes over the wall. Baron has gone down. Dark Passage is there for Mata to go ahead and scoop up the LeBlanc, so he stays alive. Be overshooting that one as Zentar desperately tries to build up the range bar. He needs one hell of a setup to try to turn this around for his team, but he is getting locked down and junked out. It's a Sun in onto Pawn, pushes Score back towards the fountain, but can't get much more than that. In the meantime, Score has the kidnap onto 2 members as he drags Peanut and Wolf into the fight, but that's just going to be the next is going down as KT Rolster very decisively turn things on. 15 minutes forward, they take down SKT in game 1.
Echoes of game 2 versus SKT a couple of weeks ago, where with a Galio comp they were able to pick up a pretty comfortable, interestingly, on the gangplank. Mid lane.
Keep himself safe from the ganks. From the side of Peanut. If he gets hit with the Flag and Drag, it's maybe a bit of a rougher situation. Speaking of which, Flag and Drag forward will get the pop-up on the Smeb. He's that passive, doing so much damage. Flash away from the rupture. Smeb flashes to the side, but
Galio coming.
Antara's going to be chasing through as he tries to just go ahead and spin them over toward the side of Score, and just the presence of the Gragas is enough for
around bot side when summoners are down.
Rupture not going to connect, but the flash body slam comes through. That's going to be a red buff slow up. Nice arcane smash. Will knock them back, but Antara might still be going down. A couple more hits will do it. And they can go ahead and chase in underneath the turret.
Oh, turn around.
Pops him to the side. Score. Will get the first blood, but he's going to pay for it with his life.
Pulling it off because, you know, you can press that stone plate during the animation of the barrels and answer them as bot lane.
Gonna be a bit of a play
Death
here.
goes the wrong way.
Oh, they pop him away. Yeah, tries to get in on top of the lantern. Manages to take it away. Cataclysm comes down and he leaps over the wall. He's still alive as Mata drops the box. So even though Deft...
Write that down.
That's a drunken stat. Well, Peanut. Flag and drag over the wall. Heroic entrance just to keep him topped up.
Using Flash there was interesting choice from Score, but Thresh was...
Starting to come through, TP back into the middle of the lane from Faker. Will be arriving and doesn't have the hero's entrance. KT starting to get pushed off as Zuntara will also be arriving. Now we're going to be seeing Smeb joining in the fray here as the play comes down. Big taunt landing from Faker. Nature's Grasp going to go ahead and run them all over, but Mata's actually going to get the kill in the end with the Ignite while he was devoured.
Drake's not even dead.
Right? Yeah, Drake has not gone down yet. Will go ahead and reset as the stacks start coming through. Mata yet again with another play. Now in onto Antara. Ren comes through, but no, it's going to be Smeb scooping up the kill with the feast, and Mountain Drake goes over to KT. Fire for themselves. Peanut pushing forward, looking for some vision clear out as we see that cannon barrage coming down. We'll go ahead there, try and take this one away. So just going to give another feast. We'll get a replay of this one. It seemed like SKT had the upper hand at the start of this.
If Faker comes in, they think they're going to just take down Score, but cannon barrage in perfect spot. Everyone else slowly inching towards. No ability to confirm the kill they focused on, and they just turn on to Faker, who this early is not going to be unkillable. And from there, Antara's out of position. Well, Antara didn't need to turn around and throw a sapling, it turns out. That was a mistake. Clipped by game one. The moment that KT got a successful gank bot side is when things got better. Speaking of ganks.
For a play here on a score as that Cataclysm will come down. He'll just flash out.
And Drake at the game. Faker's in base again.
He flag and drags in. TP's going to be coming through here from Antara. We will see that dragon going over. Now Peanut knocked to the side, gets taken out despite the hero's entrance coming through from Faker. Massive roots coming down from the Nature's Grasp, but now Antara going to be in a spot of bother. The box will not clip him. He'll get slowed up by the Ren into the hook. He goes down as Pawn finds the kill.
Directions. They can channel the Rift Herald. They get the Drake again. And Trinity Force walks in on the gangplank. They still have the Rift Herald. It's 2 turrets for free.
Yeah, let's go ahead, knock that one down, Rift Herald.
Rolster in the final regular season of the game. And it was very easy to write that one off. It was a very low consequential game. And Faker just hero's entrance.
And work his way away from the turret as he gets taken down by Paul.
And Gangplank being a reactionary teleport users.
Call.
Yeah, now they're unleashed, and we saw this in game one. It's happened again.
Again, Barrage coming down to try to slow him up, but it seems like...
Health, Cho'Gath, well, he's going the same build as we saw from Huni, and maybe less kills, but similar amount of CS.
Yet again going in. We'll go ahead and get the heal away from Bang.
Much earlier than expected. 22 minutes with this comp to take the outer mid lane turret is a hair's ping onto it. Their secure here is about as easy as possible.
Tara still hasn't started channeling the TP. Will do so now from the bottom lane, but he's not going to be arriving in time to stop the Baron from going down. The feast is there, rather, from Smeb to go ahead and confirm that one. Nature's Grasp.
SKT want to fight.
Rolling through, and Tara goes in. Advance down in on the score, but now he's isolated. Hero's entrance will help keep him alive for the moment as Faker gets a decent little pop-up. Couple members taunted in as Smeb goes low. Can this be the turnaround that SKT desperately needs? Smeb will go down. So far, nobody else on the side of KT has been taken out, but Scores on the wrong side of the map. Missile Voyage coming through, not quite the right angle, but Peanut's there to slow him up with the Aegis. It seems like Score might just be dying in this one.
He's a fast fat man in the West. He'll get out.
Yeah, he's got the wraparound. TP's going to be committed here by Faker.
And he had the coverage from Pawn and the Supermans. They have to cancel it. Just the CC is enough interrupt from Peanut, who could have tried to flash over the wall in a different game. After a different game one, maybe even, Peanut would have tried there. But the CC from just the hook was enough. They back away. The rest of the members of KT that are not Smeb have a zoning ultimate to ensure their safety, but they just give Smeb over and understand that they don't need to make an emergency play to keep him satchel inhibitor line to make the big plays.
They're looking for this turret here in the top lane. Hook comes down, Flay down onto Antara. Box not quite going to clip him. The Devourer is there, but Wolf gets popped back, has to flash away. And Faker has to Justice punch his way out of there. Looking for the taunt in, does connect it on the Deft.
Not convincing Smeb to join the fight.
A little bit of damage, but now the cannon barrage coming down. And Wolf doesn't even get a chance to pop the shield. He just dies. Faker now dragged back in. Does land the 4-man taunt, but it might just be a taunt as he gets ready to go down. A couple more shots will finish him off as Def picks up yet another kill, and now that is going to be it. That's going to be the inhibitors.
And it was 4v5 as well. Cho'Gath didn't even feel pressure enough to teleport. Most people would teleport just to celebrate, but he just stayed bot lane, kept pushing. They take the inhibitor, and they don't even need to make a tough play around an inhibitor turret because they have 2 dead.
Yeah, and now they can just go ahead, push, cut straight down through the base, take a second one. It's 25 seconds left for Faker to come up. Wolf up in 1. KT likely going to be happy with this. Wave not really in a great spot.
With damage enough to zone the front line from SKT away from a turret. They already...
Slow siege onto the tower here. They'll be taking it down, and Tara throwing out the Nature's Grasp. They have plenty of time to dodge around this one in the meantime. Cataclysm coming through from Peanut, but he's locked in there with Smeb, and he's going to get taken out as the feast comes through. Faker into the back, lands a taunt onto absolutely everybody, but now he's got nowhere to go, no supporting cast, as Untara will get taken down. Wolf as well, not going to be able to offer up any of those devours. Faker doing his best, taunting everybody, but it's to the very end as he and the rest of his team will die. Bang, the last one to fall, and in 31 minutes, KT Rolster are moving to match point. The 3-0 dream is real, but do not get excited yet again. There's one more potentially to go, or do we see it? The recreation from last year, Papa Smithy. It was the other way around. It was SK Telecom 2-0 up. KT Rolster pulled off the reverse sweep. Can SKT do it here a year later?
The KT Rolster roller coaster. Remember, Rolster actually stands for roller coaster. It's literally going up the highest possible bend. All they want is to drop down to actually take the series and move on to the grand final. But like you say, Achilles, there is a bit of a mirror effect happening. It was SKT looking as imperious as KT do today. 2-0 up, most likely for top lane for SKT.
Give it a little bit to see where they're going to end up. Both the Maokai and the Gragas. Body slam going to come through. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. Dodges out on the twisted advance with that repel. Takes quite a bit from the arcane smash. Cocoon will not connect, but they trade decently back here onto Untara. But Blank, he's looking for it. He's just going to go ahead, flash to the other side, gets the first blood, and now Smeb's just got to get out of there.
Yeah, big mistake from Score, who held onto a CC for a long time. Bad matchups are taking teleport for Team Comp. That does mean KT have a teleport advantage. A lot going on in the side lanes.
Yeah, back in the mid low, ongoing low, flashes away, a Score arrives, lands a Cocoon this time around. Baker looking for the kill perhaps, flashes in, has the big one, takes him down, but is out of mana, so can't pursue in.
More rotations of spells, only level 7.
And it just never stops as Score finds Blank, Pawn wrapping around from the side. Blank
is going to be there first.
Forward. Okay, is going to be there, Pawn flashes to the side, comes up with the kill, but can he make it out of here? Nature's Grass coming through. Tries to go ahead and jukes back with the distortion. Score going low. Another rocket connecting. Mata misses out on the hook. Was throwing that one blind. But here comes Smeb. Flag and Dragon. Special delivery with the Cataclysm. Picks up the kill. And just like that, KT have the lead.
And Mata's been turning back the clock on Wolf.
Tara's still going to be up in the top lane. Grand entrance dash to the side there from Wolf as the Flag and Drag comes through, locks him into the Cataclysm. Blank has to flash out, as does Wolf, and he might still be going down. Smith misses the Dragon Strike, doesn't find it, but Pawn dashing in will be able to scoop up the double kill. The chain to confirm there on to Blank. 2 kills going over to KT. And they can just go ahead and take this.
Regardless of his success, is much more of a role player. He can play Rumble comfortably, many things comfortably. Watching Pawn.
Pawn in some trouble, will go ahead and get knocked up, but there's so much damage there from the Corki and the Gragas.
Not invested.
He will get taken down.
Not invested. Good roam timing by Wolf. They're not able to
Getting a bit risky here. TP coming through from Pawn. That's going to be the spike coming down. A Score finds the Rift Herald. He's in a bit of trouble here. Goes up with a repel, but what goes up must come down, and one more hit will do it as he falls. Wolf dashing to the side, takes himself out to safety, and now Smeb is cut off. Throws down the Cataclysm, looking for the damage to kill off the Rakan. Can't get the hits in, and now it's 5-5 with SKT in a slight gold lead.
And KT showing too much.
Looks like he might be all right in the exchange. Now we're going back over towards that Cloud.
Everything on Score.
On the Score, and he's just going to get taken down. Bang with the explosive charge, comes up with the kill. Now Mata having to flash the way. The box buys him a little bit of time as Bang
used the flag for farming.
It's going to be the wraparound. Faker says, screw it, I just have to try to kill the LeBlanc, but since he can't do that, might be in a spot of bother. Repel comes through, he's sashing his way back in. Cocoon and the hook are both going to miss. Pawn lands the chain. Will he make it out alive? One final turret shot will not take him down. There's nobody else in the vicinity to finish him off. So they will just go ahead and find Faker, but it was a group effort. In the meantime, that turret goes down at the top. Smeb going in onto Bang, drops down the Cataclysm, gets pushed out by the Buster Shot. Now is set running. Flag and Drags over the wall. Can he get out of here alive? The answer is going to be no as Blank comes over the wall, slows him up, and it's just a couple more hits to finish him off.
We'll eventually take him down right at the front of
The engage coming through, actually double pop-up, and Dep just gets absolutely annihilated. Repel coming down from the score, and Bang has the follow-up. 2 more kills thrown over for SK Telecom.
And KT Rolster went for the snowball engage drop, went for a very strong pick comp, but pick comps mean very little against Baron buff.
And they do. So Baron over to SK Telecom. Available, but the rest of the team is coming through, so he is almost certainly going to go down. But do they have the damage to kill him off before the rest of SKT joins in? It looks like the answer is going to be no. Box coming down, Hook connects in onto Wolf, flag and drag forward from Smeb, but he's just isolated himself, and he'll go down as Faker finds the kill. Now Pawn will also get taken out. 1 for Bang, 1 for Faker, and KT is sent running back to the base.
KT trying to accelerate the pace of the game,
That
trying
Hook will stay alive, will stay safe, and they're looking for another one.
They can just brute force through. The Tristana is out of control. It's getting his engage.
Coming through, they find the lockdown onto Pawn. He goes low, he gets popped. Another kill for Bang on the Tristana. Now Smeb yet again jumps into the back, tries to finish off Faker. Faker flashes to the side, stays alive, has the shielding, and Smeb will go down as the score. They're looking for the ace. Mata will get taken down in the end, and that's going to be the game. Going over to SKT, they put one on the board. They're making it a series. That's game 3. We're going to game 4.
Pawn, as we saw there, right there, Bang Goomba stomping people on the Tristana, getting reset after reset. The game ends the moment that SKT have it in their control. 5 minutes is all they need, and SKT have a lifeline. Sub in blank, win game.
Just like that. Started off game number 3 with 3 kills, 1 turret, and that was it. They end with 16-6. SK Telecom with
answering pick 2. Faker's on the Corki, we know how that will do against the Talia. Still a decent draft put together by both teams. Very competitive 4th game, probably incoming.
All right, well, this is still everything on the line here for SK Telecom. 1 more win to force that game 5 and potentially close out a reverse towards the top side of that river. Needs to get out of here quickly. Flash body slam coming through. Gatling gun firing away. Pawn's going to try to turn this one around. Gets the hits in, but Faker, he flashes out, and first blood goes over to Blank.
It wasn't able to flash fast enough. Didn't see the body slam flash come through. So nice stuff from pinpoint accurate from the side of Wolf, and not been able to get any value from the Lantern.
Forward yet again. This time Mata just going to try to body block. Still takes quite a bit of damage. Hook comes down. They do find Bang, but Blank is arriving. Smeb off the TP. Takes him down, but has to flash away, as there's still 3 rather healthy members nearby.
The TP was cancelled by Ontara, so he'll stay in lane involvement for Deft.
Well, right now looking for the blue buff, but Score doesn't have the smite quite yet, nor does Blank. Blue buff's going to go low. Who can get this one? Can't quite see who's got it taken away, but in the meantime, Mata goes down as Bang finds the kill. Now Score very far forward, goes low. Leaps to the side, pulls Wolf out, but it's just going to be the killing fields coming through here for SK Telecom as they scoop up 2 kills, 2 for 1 in their favor.
They didn't even need Ontara to get there. He was
over, does have the element of surprise. Will get popped away from that Lantern, but still gets it in the end. Not going to be losing out on that pass.
And Mata actually shorted the...
Are making their roam up here, Ontara. We're halfway to transforming, so could still get his way out of here. Flash in for the stun size, big shove to push him back. He gets the double hop, and he'll be quite all right. And as Faker arrives, so now KT not even going to be able to put pressure down onto the turret, but instead they want to turn this around in onto the Corki. Do drag him back in, but he makes it over the wall with a flash. Now the flash hook coming through. Pawn getting popped up, goes low with the ignite. Smeb going in deep, push to the side, will get taken down, and Tara finds the kill, and now Score in a bad spot, gets the elastic slingshot out. Boulder not going to connect. They're not out of dodge yet. Wolf is still chasing in, but the seismic shove from Pawn might have bought them enough distance.
He sort of fights with the wards, and yet was taken down. That's his mistake. His Faker feeling confident, buoyed by the earlier action.
Seismic shove not going to connect, but well, that threaded volley certainly does. As Xerxes said, I am a merciful god. Faker just expressing a similar sentiment here. And there you go. We have it. 100 CS. Flame Horizon achieved for Faker. Will be taken away rather swiftly, but so will this turret. Same time, but have Meganar ready to go. Hook coming out, they will find the lockdown there on to Score, and so much damage. Kidnap off as he jumps to the side, gets out safely thanks to Mata, but the blue buff will be taken away.
Zagalt cannot be interrupted, that's why he opened with it. With Blitzcrank to respect, with how much gold they are down. Pawn's a free kill.
Well, that's going to be a flash away from Pawn, still takes a hell of a lot of damage from the Rockets. TP going to have to be canceled, and just like that, SKT have that much pressure around the Baron. Smeb's turret.
There are aces up the sleeve for KT Rolster. They've only got a Joker card. The entire deck is in SKT's hands. They can do whatever they want. They start the Baron, but a couple of those big rockets coming their way.
All right, well, Faker pushing forward. Just the auto attack onto Pawn.
No crit
them
for that
out.
one. Going. Talked about how this team can be very emotional. A lot of players who are the biggest names in their team.
Flash to the
try
side.
something.
Dang will get drawn back in. Hook not going to connect. The score just takes a minion for a ride. Tara, in the meantime, will go ahead and take that first inhibitor of the game. 32 minutes in. Damage immediately as Mana finds a hook down onto Bang, but he QSS's it immediately and fires back with the kill. Almost finds depth as well, but doesn't want to go leaping in onto multiple members. But Adara says, screw it, I'm tanking it up. I'll do it for you. Hook coming down. Fine score. He's going to get the passive pop. They'll finish him off, and it's just going to be Pawn with no damage. Feeling all so lonely back in the fountain as SKT goes ahead and shatters this Nexus. Yet again, 33 minutes on the clock. We're going all the way, Papa Smith. We're going to Game 5, where SKT looks to complete a reverse sweep.
SK Telecom, a very straightforward victory in Game 4. Felt like Pawn could get no value off the Tilly a second time in 2 Telecom Wars. They try the Tilly and have it so well answered by the side of SKT. And like you say, reverse sweep is the word on everyone's lips. There has been a reverse sweep in a Telecom War twice in history. 4 years ago in August, it was the famous Wet for Esports Telecom War 2017. Lovers bot lane, first sighting of the Xayah in a long while. Put that Zac away, put it in the jungle, please. KT Rolster. KT have some very strong split push with the Kassadin that will try to piggyback with the Shen and Kassadin. But the Kassadin follow, but found an early shot to...
Oh, looking for the jump in. They get the pop-up, and Blank comes over the wall. First blood. This goes right over to Bang in an instant.
Yeah, able to flash in as well. Level 8 Jarvan, so much extra burst. Flash wasn't going to get him out. First blood of the game goes to SK Telecom in Game 5.
A different path here for him, as Faker is very far forward. Slingshot getting ready to come through. Tries to get the Valkyrie off, but he'll get locked down and he'll get taken out as Pawn comes up with the kill. So a bit too far forward there.
No scores here.
It's a very aggressive push forward here to get the pop-up in on to score. Overrise comes down, but the passive will still get popped out. Blank over the wall, finds the Cataclysm, and Pawn has to flash to safety. TP to try to delay here. Smeb looks to come through, or rather it was Pawn's here.
Let's go get out. He does.
A couple more shots coming through. Could take him down. Mana with a headbutt. Not going to be able to get the kill, but Score does live in the end.
He had the passive prop up and he early to have anywhere near the wave clear. Sivir does is in the mid lane.
And Blank not going to land that flag and drag. Has the Cataclysm, but hasn't thrown it out yet. In the meantime, Pawn just duking it out with Faker on the top side and Score. No passive anymore. Will get taken down. Faker looking for the kill onto the Kassadin. Moves over the wall, but the flash comes through. The final rocket will finish him off. Mana dying as well, and now Depth is left stranded all on his lonesome. 4 kills about to come through for SK Telecom in game number 5. He'll pop the heal to desperately try to get away. Has the flash, but it seems like he suspects that he would have died anyway. Does go down. Meanwhile, up top, Smeb trying desperately to trade something back. It's a manaless Trundle, but Undara will still walk away.
And that's after Trundle took down the turret and all of that pandemonium, Achilles. They did not respect the ability for Wolf to rotate cleanly in. 3 kills go over to Xayah, going for a Essence Reaver of her own, of course. They'll take a turret bot lane, and I think we may just have witnessed the passage of play.
Oh, can he get it? Not quite.
That may guarantee SK Telecom their route to the finals. They just blew open the game.
3 turrets gone. 4 kills over to SK Telecom off the back of another Ocean Drake. They have complete run of the map. KT, moving forward from here, what do you even do? What are you even thinking in the booth to try to get yourselves back into this game?
I mean, I want to go early. I want to know what they were thinking when they could have tried to make the evacuation. Watch this play. Is okay, there's going to be the first run from Rakan. That's guaranteed. Why is Score playing around? He has flash up. I'm not sure about his other cooldowns, but he could have gotten out. The end of this passage of play is just going to be a complete cleanup. KT thought they were stronger than they were against Essence Reaver Xayah, but Xayah has the Rakan. She's been able to already put together the Essence Reaver. Everyone is cleaned up on the side of KT. And while Smeb doesn't get solo killed on the top side, he does have his turret taken down. So the gold lead balloons in an instant. They were banned in previous games. Tara's going to get closed down by the entire team.
They're looking for this one. Stand United coming through, and Tara does not have the flash. And seems like he might just be dead. Wolf looking for some sort of avenue of approach where he can try to save his life, but it's just not realistic. Faker, in the meantime, he just wants the blue buff. We'll find it. So we do have on the hunt, get pop Bang going up in the air with a Featherstorm as Blank gets jumped on, gets absolutely melted, but he still stays alive.
So free hitting
will claim the life of Wolf. Now the flashing coming through, trying to keep them alive. Pulverize in onto Faker. He goes low. Depth draws him back, but doesn't have the damage to keep himself in the fight. Depth comes up with another one. Blank will be sent limping back, but KT now, after coming up with 4 kills, will be looking to take this Baron.
You let Infinity Edge Deft free hit, this is what happens, but still, it's going to be difficult for KT to guarantee that someone needs to deal with Blank. Doesn't have Flash, but he has a Blast Cone. With a will, there's a way, and Mana doesn't have the health bar to really stop him.
Still looking for TP now coming through. Zentara has respawned down to about 2,800. He's going to get headbutted away. Mana takes the blast cone into the pit. They do not have it. Blank finds 1 kill, but that's going to be the smite coming through from Score to go ahead and pick up the Baron. But can they make it out with any of the buffs? Deft so very low. No flash, no mana. Will be beaten down by Untara. Now it's just 3 members making their way back into the base. Seems like they will be safe. Will be able to hold on to these Baron buffs. Knock up there on the pawn. Still pretty elusive with the Cassidy.
Oh, actually gets the stun.
Yeah, Def gonna go low. Has that Stand United coming through to try to keep him alive, but it's not gonna be enough. Faker comes up with the kill. Cataclysm down, but they just have to jump right out of that one pawn. With a rip walk, takes himself out to safety. Mana falls, and just like that, KT get undone yet again. SK Telecom.
When people turned on, here is the replay. The first thought, fine, get Mana in there, kill the Xayah, but he gets hit by the Blade Poise, not watching the flowers on the final, the petals, sorry, in the final game of a best of 5, an elimination best of 5, and he needed to have the spell shield on hand there. Didn't 4v5. They will not make a mistake that big again. As Score is trying to answer here.
He's not able to find it, but is that going to be enough? Bang goes up with the Featherstorm, pulls out the Blade Caller to try to keep himself alive. Is in the back line. Just firing away onto the front line members here of KT, and it's going to be Smeb, but the first one to fall is going to be Wolf. A lot of field going away. Pawn has to jump out with the rip walk to try to keep himself alive, but in the meantime, Smeb has gone down. And now just trying to be full retreat here for the side of KT, but it just does not seem likely. Score has fallen. 2 members already picked up. Mana going down as well. That's 3 dead. Deft and Pawn going to be the only 2 remaining ones to try to defend the base with an open inhibitor in the top lane.
And another fight where Deft was free hitting, but that time Achilleos Untara was able to steal the stats out of the front line. There was no front line for the Sivir to fight around, and eventually couldn't do the damage. And SKT, with the death timers around 20 seconds, they're going to see if they can end the game here, or at least take a couple of turrets.
See, they got the 1 super creep here, pushing in. Blank going forward, looking for Deft. As he tries to fire away to clear out the minions. Pawn having to retreat, jumps back. Blank goes forward. Can they trade out a kill? Yes, they can. Pawn comes up with that one. Now looking for a second. As Untara goes low, but he's out of mana. Has the blue, but it's not regenerating fast enough. Deft pushing forward. He's all on his lonesome. Has the crit. Takes down Bang, but he also dies.
The 1-for-1 there is okay, I guess, at maximum. They're going to try to get more as there's mana coming in. It's actually Shen coming in, not all the way on top of the second one. It's so fast.
Yeah, and they're just going to burn right through this one with relative ease. And now KT, yet again, have to be the ones that try to escape. Pillar's not even thrown down as Mana dives into the back line. Looking for the pulverize there on a Bang. Finds it, but there's no follow-up. Goes back in, has to flash away, and Score is just getting ripped apart by Faker and company. So with the dodge field, buys a little bit of time for himself, but has to use a Shadow Dash, get himself away, and SKT have gone ahead, pushed KT back.
It's a 2-threat comp, and Pawn couldn't enter the fight, therefore they did not have anywhere near the damage they needed.
Respawn, have not been taken, so there's no threat of super creeps at the moment, but look at the damage onto the turret. Faker is fearlessly pushing forward, takes that one down.
They're looking in flanking positions, but they need to basically one-shot Faker, and it's going to be very, very difficult to do. They turn onto the Zac.
Yeah. Flag and drag forward, flank takes quite a bit of damage here. The crit's coming through from Deft. Does chunk him down a bit. Still going to be okay for the most part as he goes over.
Double Ocean, remember, also.
Yeah, plus the smite on the Crux.
Getting 22 health a second. Able to come back in. Blank is initiation, and then largely there for the ability to reduce damage onto Faker.
Juan is still sitting on the sidelines, looking for this flanking opportunity, but with Score going back to the fountain, going to be delayed that much further. KT, a couple more shots. One more, there you go. That's going to be it. Smeb goes in, looking for the play. Big knockup coming through off the backside of the pulverize. Bang in the back line. Does force out the Sonias from Pawn as he stays alive. Cataclysm thrown down by Blank, trying to cut off the rest of the members. And Bang finds the first kill, getting rid of Pawn. Pops Score back into the passive, and now is pushing forward, looking to heal up off of these Ooslings. Finds it as Untara, claims the life of Smeb. It's just Deft and Mana left alive, but they might not be lasting much longer. There you go. The Sivir all on her lonesome, but it doesn't even matter. There's nothing that Deft can do. SK Telecom in the semifinal. They're going on to play against Longzhou a week from today. It's the reverse sweep, bringing it back in. They win 3-2.
SK Telecom jump on the gyrocopter with Faker on Corki. 3 games, 3 victories. They will go to the grand final and face Longzhou Gaming in a week. And oh, did they make it hard for themselves. Dropping game 1, dropping game 2, getting KT Rolster fans uncomfortably excited, Achilleos. But the excitement, as so often is the case, has turned upside down. The frowns are now going to be there. You can see KT heads in their hands. Mada was not able to carry them over the line on the thresh this time. Everyone else has felt this pain before. KT Rolster came within a game of going to the grand final, of guaranteeing Worlds qualification today. They can at least rest easy, and they are in a great spot to make it to Worlds. But I would have said the same thing a year ago, and they couldn't make it happen, Achilleos, so that creeping doubt is going to be back for KT Rolster. But the SKT fans, the vocal majority, are celebrating on this day.
Absolutely. They do just that. They earn their ticket to Worlds. SK Telecom, everything just culminating here for them with this victory. Worlds, the grand final, the first team to ever go from the wild card all the way where Longzhou has been waiting.